What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about compound. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. This video will probably be very brief. We're at $90.75, right? Yesterday we were at like 87 bucks when I made the video, 84 bucks, I can't remember. We're moving up. What I said I wanted to see after this bounce in the overbought zone, which happened down here, we had it here. What I wanted to see was continuation with volume, and we got that. We got that. Generally, when you bounce off your overbought zone, it's very bullish. But if you don't get continuation, if you get some kind of weak move and you stutter, you tend to sell off pretty hard. But the fact that we bounced off the overbought zone, after being in it, we bounced off of it, and we've continued moving higher. We've gotten the separation from this consolidation zone, and we had the volume to come in and back it up. You guys, forgive me. Forgive me if I sound too bullish. But I think compound could be breaking above $100 today. If not, I mean, we got 4 days, 19 hours left in this week, guys. It could be by the end of this week. Like when we break above $100, we're not stopping, at least until 170. It'll be very fast. And then even then, that stop will bring a quick little bit of volatility, and up we go. You blink, you fall asleep for a couple of days. You don't look at the charts for a week. You won't notice that pullback, because really, once you break above $100, the real, that might be a moment of turbulence. Maybe not. But the real stop won't be until you're well above $200, maybe even above $300, maybe even more than that. The real stop, for everybody who's been watching these compound videos over the past like 2 years, from high to low, isn't going to be until you're at 235 to 304 or higher. Right, or higher. And inevitably, yes, by the end of the cycle, I think we'll be worth multiple thousands, several thousands of dollars, right? $90.62 now. By the end of the week, I genuinely believe compound could be as high as like 150, 170 or higher. And if it's not at these areas by the end of this week, then sometime next week. Like it's happening very soon, guys. This daily RSI has me convinced we're at the precipice, okay, of breaking out of this resistance point here. We're at the precipice of it. Weekly RSI is strong. Daily RSI is strong. All we've yet to do is make the move, and I think we're about to. I really do think we're about to. If not, if it doesn't happen the way that I think it's going to happen, then we likely would see some kind of rather significant rejection. It wouldn't be like too significant, but maybe something back down. We're at $90 now, something that pull us back to like $75, $70, maybe even lower than that. That could happen, right? Last time we rejected off of this area, we pulled back. We found support right here at $70. So previous area of resistance, kind of where we consolidated. Previous areas of support could make sense. Previous areas of resistance there. You know, we found resistance here. We pulled all the way back down to, we were just a little bit below where we are now. Pulled all the way back down to $58. So we could see a more significant pullback than just $70. But that would be only if, again, if we're not at higher prices, if we don't keep marching higher day by day, we stall out, we lag at all. Like for 1 day, okay, it's fine. But if it's like 2 days or more, then likely we would roll over into these zones. Until then, until something like that lag or stall happens, the assumption is we do just continue to move higher. Once you get above like $100, then the assumption is we're not stopping till 170 or higher. And once we stop at 170, the assumption is that'll be a very momentary amount of turbulence. It might be a quick drop and then just a quick release back to the heavens, right? We're going to keep going higher. So if that all sounds good to you guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. Compound is very, very, very close to breaking out of this accumulation phase. It's a very long phase of accumulation. It's been for a very, very long time, right? It kind of reminds me, actually, of the Litecoin chart. And Litecoin's just getting started, but you know, Litecoin, very long phase of accumulation, and it just broke out of it, right? It's literally just breaking out of it now. And look at where it found resistance too, right? Pretty comparable to what I'm expecting out of compound. It found resistance right here, previous areas of support, previous areas of resistance in this move down. That was like your primary, like this was your last area of consolidation before your final move to the downside, right? Compound, this is your last area of consolidation before your final move to the downside. If we break above here, we probably move to the top side of this consolidation, which is at about 170. Okay, so it makes sense. I'm basically just saying, I'm like, hey, we're going to do this. We basically look the same as this. We're going to do this. We're going to do the exact same thing as this. But the move is going to be more intense, right? From here, the low was 64 to 130. On compound, the low was 38. The high is going to be 177, so it's going to be bigger. But anyways, That's all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more. The volume on the weekly basis looks so good, man. 4 days, 19 hours left in this week, and look, we've already got more than half the volume that we've seen. We've already got as much volume as we saw last week, and we have 5 days left in this week. Already got more than half the volume we saw the week before that, right, which is the biggest week in volume that we've seen since August, and we're not even halfway done with this week. You guys, this could be the biggest week in volume. We could see the first time in Compound's whole accumulation phase that we're actually growing now in volume. We could be growing. And if we're doing different things with volume, we could be doing different things with price. If we're doing different things in price, I'm assuming we're not going to reject here. We're going to break through. If we break through, 170 is the minimum target. And of course, even at 170 being the turbulence that we would see, it would just be turbulence. It's not going to stop us. We're not really going to get a stop until we're at like 230 or higher, 300 or higher, right? We could go as high. This move doesn't have to stop until we're as high as like 600 bucks even, man. Who knows how high this thing is going to fly when it comes time. But even at its smallest amount, that's basically around like $100 away from where it is now. So beautiful, very beautiful. Excited to see what happens. And I really do think by the end of this week, if we're not at 170, we're at least above 100. Right, but we're above 110, right? That's my thoughts, genuinely, by the end of this week. So Compound, making strides, loving it, loving it. I hope you guys are too. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.